Alrighty, hey everybody, welcome back to a second video of the night, I can say, because I'm doing two videos tonight. So we've spoken about our AFL results in the last video we just did. So now we're going to speak about our EPL results, which was a very, very surprising week. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first game we'll kick off was Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, which I'm actually going to be honest was an interesting game for a certain period of time, as you can see. I think it went to half time like 1-0. I didn't really watch this game, so I can't really say that it was that bad, but it looked like it was a interesting first sort of half, and then Chelsea just piled on the goals. It's like Crystal Palace's defence gave up in the end and thought, oh, we're not going to do anything here. So disappointing by Crystal Palace's standards. They had a great win the other week. They've been playing some great soccer recently, but credit to Chelsea, the far better team. You know, they showed why they're a decent side. 4-0, nice defeat. So the game I actually watched was this next one, Everton versus Brighton, which was a good game to a certain point. It was good. It's good to see that both teams score. That's what I think. What you like to see is both teams scoring, proving that they're able to to match it, which I kind of like. But I always thought that Everton would win due to the fact is they'd played so much better soccer lately. That's 4 on the trot. They haven't lost a game so far, so maybe they're onto something here. But very nice results. 4-2 is always a good win. You know, as I predicted, I thought Everton would win. And yeah, I'm actually pretty happy that they won in the end because Everton are playing some good soccer lately. They're just forming really well. Their new signings have done unbelievable for them. So it's just unreal to see what they're doing. And then I got the Chelsea one right as I thought Chelsea would win. I didn't think Crystal Palace really had a shot. And then I'm pretty sure I picked a draw between Leeds and Manchester City. So I'm pretty happy about that. Maybe I should become a gambler. No, not really. Yeah, that was pretty sure that I picked a draw. I just think they were both very evenly matched teams out there, and they were. They played some great passes, and credit to get. I think the 1-1 in the end. It's better than winning and lose. Well, it's better than losing, I guess, because you're still getting a point, so it's a valuable point, and it could come in handy late in the season. You never know. But I didn't watch this game, but it seems like a belter of a game. Like 1-1, not bad at all. I'd say you're still getting a point. You haven't lost, essentially. You haven't really lost. You've just drawn, and you're still getting a point, so I don't have anything wrong with it. I think I also picked a draw for the Newcastle-Burnley, which was, Newcastle looked far better. I watched some highlights of them this morning, and boy, did they look good. They looked very, very sharp. So 100% credit goes to Newcastle. They've proved me wrong in the end. I thought it was just going to be a draw. No teams would really score, I don't think. But, man, they played some good soccer. And nice to see that Burnley got a goal. So that was an interesting game to watch the highlights. A lot of score involvement, shots that you thought could have gone in. So not bad. I was actually pretty impressed as well. Then the big upset for me of this round, well, there's two of them actually, I'll say, is West Ham beating Leicester 3-0. Well, that shocks me as, Leicester City were 3-0. They hadn't lost a game. They were playing some great form. Jamie Vardy was on fire. And then out of nowhere, West Ham come out and pull a 3-0 victory. I think they got confidence as well after beating the Wolves 4-0. I think that really kick-started them to be like, man, we really need to lift. And they've done so well. And to do it against, Leicester, who could almost say they were top of the table, hadn't lost a game. They're now 3-1. They've lost their first. And West Ham, I think, have won 2 or 3 now. So West Ham are actually looking better than I predicted. I thought they'd probably get relegated this season due to the fact is they weren't going to be as good as I thought. But, man, they're proving me wrong. So very well done, West Ham. You deserve a big pat on the back for that because I wouldn't expected it. And then I didn't expect really Southampton to beat West Brom. You thought that West Brom would win due to the fact is they had a nice 3-3 draw with Chelsea, and they should have really won against Chelsea if we put it really seriously. But, man, another shock result a little bit for me. That West Ham, that means I don't think West Ham have had a win. I don't think they have. I think they've had a couple of draws, losses. So I think they haven't had a win. I think they're on the bottom almost. They're close. So interesting. I didn't really watch this game either because some of these times are like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I don't want to really get up for them unless it's the Wolves there. I'll get up for them any day. But yeah, interesting game. I didn't really watch the highlights for this. I normally watch the highlights, but I've been, I had a few uni assignments lately, having uni, so I haven't been able to do what I really wanted to do with it. But credit to Southampton, they proved me wrong too. I thought they'd be relegated or in the bottom half, but man, they might be doing something. West Brom, you suck. I'm sorry. And then I got up for this game this morning, Wolves versus Fulham. Look, I'm happy with the win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to complain about beating Fulham, especially, but it's a disappointing circumstance considering we had so many opportunities to score. Like, you had Jimenez had a chance, but Pedro Neto, credit to you, man, kicking that goal that we needed, and this is something we needed as well. I think this will kickstart us a little bit because yeah, we've been flat the last 2 weeks. And even during this game, I was very, very angry and mad with our defence and our structure because we looked so slow trying to get the ball and release the ball up. And we don't look like we've got much confidence either. I just think we're battling to keep ourselves going, which is, for me, very concerning considering we're in the Premier League and we finished in the top 7 or 6 last year. So we need to start kicking into gear and now. So we've got a massive game coming up, which I'll speak about in the next video, which is against Leeds. But yeah, I'm not going to get too much detail into that because we've got another whole video to do in the next couple of days. Yeah, another loss for Fulham. They sit, I think, bottom of the table, haven't had a win, and I think they've scored, I think, in one game. So they're looking pretty poor at the moment, and I thought they would. For them, I think they're worried about getting straight to the Prem and then doing what they did a couple of years ago and going straight back down. They just look poor. Their defence, though, I'll give credit to their defence this time against Wolves. Their defence looked organised and actually structured against us really well, considering Jimenez had to play higher up the field and come up more than he has and more than I've ever seen him have to come up, which is impressive. So I'll give credit to Fulham, but yeah, look, I think Fulham will be relegated. There's no question of how they're playing. They don't deserve to be in the Premier League at the moment. Sorry, Fulham fans, but you're not looking too impressive. And then the next game we'll speak about is Arsenal versus Sheffield United. Didn't watch this game, but look, I think Sheffield, that's their first goal of the campaign. I don't think they'd scored before, but it seems to be Arsenal get the job done. It looks to be, I think it was Arsenal, by the looks of it, scored their 2 goals first, and then I think like in the 80th minute or 80th, sometime in the 80th minute that Sheffield United scored a goal, which is good for them. It's great for their confidence, but they haven't really done much this year. They're not looking good at the moment. But Arsenal, another good side. And then, yeah, we'll get to the next 2 games, which are very interesting. So give me a sec. It's going to freeze, but you'll still hear my voice. Let's scroll down. Okay. And we're back. We're back here. Okay, let's do it. So for me, the biggest upsets of the games are right here. Well, I don't really say that Tottenham versus Manchester United was an upset. I can't really say that, but I can say I wasn't expecting that scoreline 6-1. You thought the Manchester United would be better, but their defensive looked horrible. They got a penalty within like the 34 seconds. Unreal. Then they scored the penalty, but then they just looked poor. They got a red card in like the 30-something minute, and then their defence just went horribly wrong. They just didn't defend well, and yeah, Tottenham made them pay 6 goals. Not bad at all. I think Harry Kane scored 2, Son scored 2. They just didn't look good. I watched an actual video of Manchester United reacting to the game, watching it live, and they were filthy. And why wouldn't you be? I'd be filthy with that performance if that was Wolves. But credit to Tottenham, helps them a lot. Kicking them a little bit up, keeping them going. Manchester United are poor. But then we're going to speak this next game, the biggest upset I've seen in a long, long time, which is Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Aston Villa, can you believe, scored 7 goals past Liverpool. Like that, for me, that's just waking up and seeing these two score lines of 6-1 and now 7-2 has blown my mind, because you don't expect Aston Villa to kick 7 goals, and especially against the defence of Liverpool. Like, how? It makes no sense to me. But credit to Aston Villa, they looked bloody unreal. Sorry for the bloody, but you have to say it. They looked phenomenal. I have to say, what a ripper game for them. You just scoring 7 past Liverpool, scoring 1 past Liverpool, you can say is impressive, but scoring 7 and beating Liverpool, man, it's great though. In a way, you woke up this morning and you're a bit of a relief. Liverpool have lost. You love it to see Liverpool lose. Sorry, Liverpool fans, but I don't like them. But yeah, it looks like Aston Villa were absolutely on point. I don't know what you could say is the issue for Liverpool there. How they let 7 pass. You'd say their defence was shocking in the end. You cannot. That's excusable in the Premier League to let 6 or 7 goals go past. So that's phenomenal. Good result by great result by Aston Villa there. That's a phenomenal performance. It baffles me still to talk about it, because you're like, how did that happen? Did we even watch that game? What happened to Liverpool? Apparently they're meant to be the champions. They didn't look like it in this game. But yeah, we're going to look forward to another big, big week of the Premier League next week. You can see some games down there, but we've got to make another video to talk about it, don't we? I really hope you enjoy these videos. I'd like someone to let me know how I'm going, what you think it is, because I got my brother that's a YouTuber too, lets me know. But yeah, that's all I've got with this Premier League this week. I'm gonna do maybe a video tonight, maybe one more tonight or tomorrow, just talking about some teams I follow and why I follow them. But I'll leave it there. As I always say, I'll see you all in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.